Women and immigrants were minorities in the 1910s. Women and immigrants had to work in sweatshops, worked for low wages, and worked for long hours. A tragic event that involved minorities was the Triangle Shirtwaist Factory fire.
I learned a new sound. A more horrible sound than description can picture. It was the thud of speeding, living bodies on a stone sidewalk. Thud dead. Thud dead. Thud dead.
On March 25th, 1911, fire broke out on the 8th floor of New York City's Triangle Shirtwaist Factory. Within minutes, the top 3 floors were ablaze. Workers on the 8th and 10th floors narrowly escaped.
In between was the 9th floor. This was the main sewing plant of the Triangle Factory. About 250 workers, teenagers and people in their early 20s were just finishing work. 4:45, the quitting bell rang, and they saw the flames outside their window. There was no warning before that. There was panic. Some of the workers went to the fire escape in the back of the building. It tore away from the rear wall of the building and dumped about 24 workers to their death in the air shaft. There were 2 doors out of the factory, and one of them was locked. For the last 100 or so workers, the only choice was to die in the flames or to jump out the windows. Now, March 25th, 1911 was a Saturday. Thousands of people were out enjoying the day, and they heard the commotion. They saw the smoke rising over the building, and they ran to see what was happening. So literally thousands of people watched helplessly as the workers above them made this terrible decision. They watched as 54 workers jumped or fell to their deaths from the windows of the Triangle Shirtwaist Company. This was the worst workplace disaster in New York City before September 11th, 2001. 146 workers were killed, 123 of them women and girls. 2 of the victims were just 14 years old.
Women had to work since her husband earned low wages too and could not live off just that money, and since they went to war. During the 1910s, 23.4% of women were in the workforce. Women had to step into jobs left behind by men who went to war. These jobs included truck drivers, automotive mechanics, and police officers. Women were then forced from these jobs when the men came back. Jeannette Rankin was elected in 1916 to serve in Congress. She was the first woman elected to serve. This was a turning point for women, and things were getting better for them. Immigrants had to live in small apartments with multiple families to be able to afford rent. Even though rent was not that much, they couldn't afford it by themselves.